Hello, my name is Jessica. Welcome back to Budget Freedom Books. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I make sure that I account for all my costs and spending throughout the month. You might know or not know that I do have a budget planner that is available on my website and on Etsy under Budget Freedom. The website you can find in the links below, or if you type in Budget Freedom on Etsy, you can also find it. If you're on Instagram, all the links are in my bio, so you can go ahead and check that out. So in my budgeting planner, I do have an expense tracker, and that is where I keep track of all my expenses for the month that are not standard bills that I have to pay. So anything that I have to pay food wise, miscellaneous household expenses for my dogs, all those variable things that happen throughout the month, I keep track of them on my expense tracker. And there are a few ways that I do that. So I do have a little basket at the front of my house where I put all receipts that I get. So I don't have time every single day. I do try to do it daily, but sometimes if I don't have time, when I come home or when my husband comes home, we dump all our receipts in that little receipt box, so that when I am ready to update my expense tracker, I go grab all the receipts out of that box and I update my expense tracker. I definitely do it on a weekly basis. Most of the time it's 3 to 4 times a week, if not daily, but it's not always daily, let's be honest, guys. The other way that we do things is we use our debit cards a lot. I have a lot of different bank accounts, and I have certain accounts that are for food. I have certain accounts that are for miscellaneous spending. And I tell my husband where he's allowed to spend from, basically. So if he's going to go out and buy some stuff for the dogs and pick up some things for the house, I know I have my budgeted list for that bank account, and I tell him, okay, go ahead and use that debit card or whatever other debit card. And then what I do again, either 3 to 4 times a week or daily, is I open up the mobile banking apps on our phone, and I write down everything from the app into my expense tracker, so that I make sure that I have all of our spending in one neat place on the expense tracker to keep track of, so that by the end of the month I'm able to just pull out all my expense trackers, highlight them by category, and compare them to my monthly budget. I wanted to check if there was anything else. The other system that we use is obviously our cash envelopes. So I do draw out the budget amount of money that we need at the beginning of the month and put them into our different cash envelopes for other variable expenses. And if my husband goes out or if I go out, we take our cash envelopes with us and we spend the money straight from there. Either one of us put the receipt back in the envelope so that I am able to update it later on when we come home, or if it's me, I might just write it on the envelope, and then as soon as I come home, I write down everything on my expense tracker, so that I make sure that I keep up to date with the cash spending, because the cash spending can really get out of hand quickly if you don't keep track of it. You'll very quickly end up spending a few $100s and not know where it went. So the debit cards are a lot easier, because when you swipe them, obviously it shows you the name of the place on your bank statement, and it's a lot easier to categorize it. But when you're using cash, you really got to stay on top of it. So you either need to make a little note on your cash envelope, or you need to put the receipt inside the cash envelope. And then again, at the end of the day when you come home, or the next day, as soon as possible, take all those receipts out and take all those notes out, write them down on your expense tracker, update the balance on your cash envelope, and make sure that you're staying in budget and on top of all your spending for the month. So that's my quick little system of how I make sure that I keep track of all our expenses. And I do this again 3 to 4 times a week, and make sure that on a weekly basis we're not overspending on anything that we shouldn't be. And if for some reason we have to, I try to adjust for it the next week so that we can make sure that we get back on track. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.